Hi everyone, it's Pauline here. I just thought I'd come on and show you one of the designs I did for this A6 box and card die set by Card Making Magic from Christina Griffiths. I did this a few months ago, so I've had to have a real good think about this. But this is the box set. Christina's already got a video, but I thought I'd show you what I made as well. And there's also an A6 nesting die set that goes with this kit. There's a beautiful borders die set, and there's the circular sentiment die and stamp set as well. If you wish to purchase them all, you can use other bits and pieces that you have and just get this if you like, but we'll carry on and we'll see what I did. So from this set, I've used the large die to cut out the box, and you need two pieces. So I've done a cream one for the bottom of this one, and I've done a peach coloured one for the top. You'll also need, for the sides of the box, you get various pieces of dies for fitting into the sides, and layers, mats and layers. So I've used the plain one, and I've cut two for each side and two for each end. And then from this beautiful borders die set, I've cut 4 of these to fit on top of those mats. I've also cut 2 extra to go on the card that goes with it. I've cut out a variety of flowers from these dies, which you get with this box set, and I've cut 2 mats, not the largest one, that's the one that cuts the card out, but the 2 slightly smaller ones. I've cut a mat in cream, and I've cut the fancy edge mat in the peach. Now also from this set there are corners, so you can just cut a corner like this, but what I decided to do was use the outer die for cutting the corners, and I've gone into this mat and made 2 shapes to the side, and I've cut those out, so you can see there. And then what I'm going to do is, the die that actually cuts out this fancy shape, I'm going to pop that back in, and it just gives a nice effect. And then the only other thing I need for this box is 2 rectangular layers, and they come from this set, which is the A6 nesting die set. So I've used 2 of the smaller ones. If you didn't have those and you wanted to make this and you only had the box set, you could just mat and lay yourself, just measure up what you think is right and go ahead and do that. So let's sort out putting this together. So first of all, I'll just move all these bits to one side. We're going to crease the sides of the card top. I've put the base together because I'm sure you don't want to see me making 2, but the top is more important, and I want to give you a tip on how to get your box lid to fit properly. So I'm just creasing all the edges with my bone folder. But before I assemble this box lid, we need to sort out what we're doing with these mats. So as I say, we've got 2 long ones and 2 short ones, and these need to go on ideally when the lid is flat. And then I'll have my fancy edges, which are really pretty. There are quite a few to choose from. Oh, you choose whichever you like, or you can just mat in 2 different colours. I just wanted this a bit fancy. And this one, I will decide where to have that, probably about there, and then I will cut it off at the end. So it won't matter, I'll find a little match up point and then chop it off. Right, and then we'll have our mats in the middle. Like so. And then I will probably raise this up slightly, this centre mat, and then we'll have some nice flowers, etc. on this. So we'll have a couple of those like that, another one there, and there are some centres I've cut out ready. There's one that's already done, and just arrange whatever you feel you'd like. I've cut plenty out, but I probably won't need to use them all. And this is just a quick arrangement. Lots of lovely leaves on this with the flowers. So I'll have a play around with that, and I'll pause the video now just while I get all this stuck down, and then I can show you how to put the box together to fit the lid properly. Right, so here we are now with the box lid almost done. We just need to put it together. I've glued everything down and I've put some little pearls in the centre of the flowers, and here's the box base. So it's exactly the same construction, but when you do the box base, always make sure that you get your corners spot on there, not with a little gap at the side. And when you come to put your lid on, I find the best way is to do one side first. So do this one, and I'll put some glue on as well. And I'll do all along one side and just fold that up. I've put red liner tape on, which I've just taken the top off, and I've put a little bit of extra glue as well. Now with this, you don't have to go exactly to the end. You can leave a tiny little gap if you wish. But when we come to do the other side, we can double check it. So we can see there that we can just come out a little tiny bit there, and a little tiny bit there as well, and then that will give us a really good fit for our box. So if you go tight on the base and then a little bit more relaxed on the sides, you should get a really nice fit. So I'm just leaving tiny little extra bit there, because it's cut from the same die and your lid's always a little bit looser to go over the base. And we'll do that, and then we get a nice fit for the box then. So I'm going to do a card inside this as well. I'll just pop that to one side, and for the card I've used the largest die in the, this is it here right in front of me. So I've actually used the largest die, which does make the card, and all you need to do is fold a piece of card over big enough to fit the die in on obviously, and when you come to run it through the machine, if you just leave that one cutting edge just over the edge of your card there, it won't cut it and you'll get that fold, but it cuts through your card, and that makes an exact size for you. And then onto this, if I remember rightly from when I did this a while ago, I've cut from the rectangles set, which is this one. I've cut 3 of the middle-sized dies for mats. So that's that one. And then I've used, yep, a smaller one. That's probably going 2 sizes down, and then I've gone the next size down with that one to make a mat. I've also cut 2 of the borders which are on the box. This one I will cut down to fit, and then I've cut some more flowers and leaves. And when you cut the flowers out, all I do is just roughly on a bone fold. I don't want to crush them completely. I just put them on a foam pad, just run around with the ball tool till it curls up like this, and then you get these nice little dies here which make a nice centre. And I've also just cut some out as extra little flowers. So I'll arrange these on here. Let's get the mat straight, and we'll have that one coming down, and then we'll cut this one off, and we'll have some foliage. So just play around with your arrangement however you'd like it. And I'll glue these down, and then I'll get back to you with the finished card. But that gives you an idea of the layout that I've used. So I'll just glue these down and come back to you in a second. So there's the card all glued together now, with the nice arrangement of the flowers on the front, the border stuck down. I just cut that one away where I thought there was a nice pattern to it, so it didn't look odd. And the last thing I need to do is to put on a sentiment, which comes from this circular sentiment die and stamp set. I've used birthday wishes because I like the little spray on there. It reminds me of some of the flowers on here. And there are 3 dies in there for cutting out your stamp. So there's all the stamps, and you get 3 dies. I've used the 2 smaller ones to cut my circles, and all that I need to do now is to assemble that. So I'll glue that together, and then I may put it on some sticky pads to raise it up. And I've actually heat embossed this with a Wow embossing powder, and I think it's spiced pumpkin. I think it was a Chloe one of Chloe's embossing powders, and it's kind of an orangey colour, but this coral, it really works well with it, with this coral card. So I'm going to pop it there. There seems a bit more room than there. I think on my sample I did this a little bit lower down and this a little higher. So just put some pads on this. So I only need the pads on this edge because it's going to be resting on here. So I'll just take those off. Did not come off there, that's it. And slide that under and sit that down there on the edge. And I think that's quite a pretty card. It would be nice done in darker colours, perhaps with gold or silver as well, a bit more dramatic. And that fits into the box, which is ample to put something else in there, a gift possibly underneath. And then we have the lovely matching lid. So I've really enjoyed playing with this set. I think this is one of my favourites. It's a lovely size, and if you wanted to, you could just cut these sides and these sides a little bit lower if you wanted a flatter box. The option's yours. It's yours to play with when you get it. And if you've already got it, it'd be lovely to see what you've made. If you're in Crafts Dash chat or anywhere like that, you know, and you can post your makes, that would be great. But I do really love this set, and I really enjoyed doing the samples. So I'll try and list everything below. I'm new to doing videos, but I will do my best to list everything for you. And if you've enjoyed watching this and you'd like to see more, if you'd please subscribe and perhaps give me a thumbs up, and it'll help me to bring more videos to the channel. And I'm hoping to do more of demonstrations of the samples that I've made in the past, and may just give you some ideas. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had some nice weather today. It's been really, really nice here in Cheshire. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.